I've been looking for you, Lone Star.
You treating these people?
Oh, they're treating themselves. Well, I ain't selling drugs. I'm selling memberships. Welcome to the Dallas Buyers Club.
For people who aren't really familiar with the story, can you tell me a little bit about the plot of the film?
Yeah, Ron Woodruff, 1986, a heterosexual male gets HIV. Given 30 days to live, and he ends up living 7 more years. How does he do that? He starts smuggling in unapproved vitamins and drugs from outside the United States.
I think it's a classic story about a small group of people that were determined to break the rules and to live their dreams.
He starts a buyer's club where he sells memberships and then gives people with HIV these drugs, and they were keeping a lot of people alive longer and living healthier lives while they were alive. Finally, 7 years later, the disease did get the best of him, and this is his story.
Walker, Dorsett, Blunt, Newsom, Jeffcoat. These are patients?
Yes, sir.
They're also the names of players on the Dallas Cowboys.
No. That's a hell of a coincidence, isn't it?
Isn't this a little ridiculous?
Well, you said it.
Can you prove these are patients?
Can you prove they're not?
When we first meet Ron, he's a bit of a piece of work. Was it difficult to get into that mindset?
No, I mean, it was clear. I had so much information and gave myself so much time to do research on him. I had, written transcripts and recordings, so I heard his voice. I heard him 16 hours of interviews with him. I went and saw his family. I got his personal diary. I had his scrapbook. So there was so much information that I just humbled myself to be informed by. It was clear to me who the guy was.
Tell me about your character of Rayon, who looked like a lot of fun to play, but also a big challenge.
Rayon was unique, fun, funny, charming. It's not that often that you get a call to play a transgendered woman who is hopelessly addicted to drugs and alcohol and dying of AIDS. Those incredible challenges that bring out a great deal of humanity. That's a role of a lifetime.
Just promise me you'll show up for the rest of the trial.
I promise you that I will try my very best.
I want you to mean it.
Okay.
This film's received so much critical acclaim. You must be delighted with how it's turned out.
I am delighted with how it's turned out, especially the fact that it took so many years to get made.
I've made a lot of films, small films mostly in my life, independent art house movies, and they're difficult films to get made, to get financed, to make them right, to make them well, to find distribution or market and all of that. They're impossible. It's always a great challenge. So when they touch people, when something works about them, it's something to celebrate.
The fact that it was rejected so many times, the fact that 5 weeks before we go to shoot, we lose all the money for it, the fact that we scrambled and found what little money we could and went and shot this thing in 25 days. And I'm very happy with how it turned out.
Man, I got one life. I wanted to mean something.